আপনারা দেখছেন টকিং পয়েন্ট, সৌজন্যে স্যাপ সলিসিটরস, যে কোনো আইনি পরামর্শের জন্য।
Welcome back. It's Ladies' Day on Talking Point. On the first segment, I had a lady from Commonwealth Foundation. In the second, we have a lady who's a social worker, an educationist, and a business consultant visiting London from United States, Firoza Sahuddin. Firoza, we were talking about how you have been involved and trying to help newcomers in the business area. How do you go about it? What sort of expertise do you have? And what kind of success have you had? Anything interesting that you have come across in your professional life?
Well, I don't know about interesting, but definitely I had to work hard. When I started the business, and it's a childcare business, which is lucrative in USA, but at the same time, there are a lot of women has come out in this business, but I would say there are not very many professional. And when I'm talking about not professional, means educated, where you have the background, you go to school, you get the whole thing for any,
they don't have the technical training to
right, then exactly
look after the children.
Look after the children, their psychology, their all, upbringing, their milestones, all this need to be. So when I started, of course, I didn't know the whole thing, but my goal was to get the education, which I did, and luckily the government has provided a lot of fundings,
right.
and I fell into that criteria, and I got a lot of support from the support, and when I did well, because I,
is this support only
financial support,
financial or also technical support, like
financial, technical, even physical support,
right.
like they'll come and inquire and give you all kind of directions. So I enjoyed that. And then when I got all these, then I realized that other women should come in that same profession.
The same field,
and there were many, but they did not have those credentials and accreditation, all those. So I achieved those.
Right.
When I achieved those, I got a lot of extra funding from.
You must have been the first few in your area. First few Bangladeshi in your area?
First few Bangladeshi in area, that is true, but I also, I worked very hard.
Yes.
So I crossed all the accreditation and credential. So then my name became, I'm one of the, I'm the only one of the accreditation is in early childhood education, which in the entire country, my center has that, because it took, I won't go in detail, but that is a big, and it's all over, not your states, it's all over the world.
Right.
So when I achieved that, then they trained me as a mentor.
Right.
So I am certified mentor for the
early education or
early childhood education. So I help a lot of women, and I'm always willing to help, because I think whatever I get, it's time to give back.
Right.
So that was another thing that I did, and a lot of women came to me personally, and I had a group whom they set up a classroom for me, and I go and I give them
technical advice.
Technical advice, at the same time business advice, because it is early, children, you're taking care of the children, but you have to think that this is a business.
Right.
It's a lucrative business, and you need to know all the principles of any business.
Right.
So that a lot of women are in there, and they look up to me, and I did the mentoring for them.
Right. Are there other Bangladeshis like you are involved?
Yes, I have very many. I have, as a matter of fact, I have mentored one of the Bangladeshi girl who is doing now PhD in early childhood education.
Great.
And I'm fond of her. She's, of course, and she came and actually.
But she'll come out of the university and give you competition?
Right, no, it's not. She's my colleague, and she's younger, so they all are looking up to me, and I'm happy that they are thriving.
Well,
So-
it's a great job to see that you have trained people who can start their own business and,
Yeah,
and
know.
contribute to the development of the children and their education.
Yes, yes, that's, and I was also going to tell you that I do go around, and I am, one of my cousin is doing, she's opening a hospital, some kind of hospital, so that I'm also interested in helping.
where is this
It's in Bangladesh.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening, and I think soon she's going to try to do a fundraising, and she has my full support, and I'm going to
Right.
come and
Right.
see if anything, anywhere I can help.
Right, that's
I
so
will
kind
be
of
more
you.
than happy
It's
to
a
do
noble
that.
cause, yes.
Yes, it is a noble cause, and as I said, I got my education in Bangladesh, and now it's time to pay
Well, it's
back, even
time
in
to
the
pay back the country. Yes.
right.
We
yes,
are all doing
yes,
that.
we
in
are
our,
all doing that.
in
our own ways.
In our own ways, every hour of the day we do that. See, when we talk about Bangladesh, we talk about to bring the Bangladeshi cause to the fore on the screen. We talk about, we support them. We support the cause. We support
Right.
the people of the Bangladesh.
Right,
See, of course we
right.
do.
Exactly.
Now, what kind of children you have in your school?
We cannot discriminate.
Right, of course.
So we have to take all kind of children,
Yeah.
and at the now this has become harder and easier both. That we also have a special need children. Before they used to have
Yeah.
a separate class,
Right.
separate school,
Right.
but now it has become inclusive.
Right.
So all the children, regardless of what language and where they are coming from, we have to have that. So you work hard to become your environment so friendly that everybody can fit in without
Right.
being disturbed or being discriminated.
But
So-
particularly, they are not all from the English-speaking background.
No. They are all there. I have Bengali, I have Pakistani, I have, and then plus European.
Spanish
They love,
and French
yeah, they right, all over the world, and especially we live in that diversified community. We live in an area where there is a lot of from different countries.
Yes, I see.
So I enjoy that. I learn so much I learn from the kids, because they come from a different culture, different background. But then we all assimilate and we all become one. That is also gives me a satisfaction
Yes,
that at the end of the day we all are same.
I think the same thing is going to happen in every country where we have this diaspora of Bangladeshi and Asian, because we can't assimilate because we want to maintain our culture.
Right.
But we want to integrate in a good way.
Yes.
That's what we are doing here.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's what you are doing across
Right,
the Atlantic.
Right.
Trying
We-
to integrate and also contribute to the society.
This was that
and
you're-
also retain our own culture, language, traditions.
Yes, we tried, we are trying, and it's accepting, that's one thing that the community that the community that we live in, everybody accepts each other's
Yes.
language, try to
Right.
learn each other's language. We have, like in my center, we have all languages, although we don't know, but their books are there of different languages.
Yes.
So anybody can pick up, then I can tell the kid, look, this is from Bangladesh, that's how I read, that's how I read from left to right, right to left,
Yes.
or there is Arabic writing
yes,
there.
yes.
So those are the knowledge that we are teaching to them, to the people, who had their ancestor who lived there, not
Where
like
do you
us.
get
who are
those
here.
books from?
Whenever, I have those parents, when they go for their vacation, so I tell everybody, please
Right.
bring a book and a CD
Yes.
song,
Yes.
because these two things are very...
That unites people.
Exactly, unites people, and then your memory stays.
Yes.
When childhood, your food, your music, and your writing and reading,
Right.
it stays with you forever. So that is also, it's
Right.
very helpful in my daily lesson planning in my classroom, because everybody knows, and the moment they see, I have all flags, so they recognize
Right.
most of the flags that, where it come from, where is,
How many flags you have?
I have almost all over the world that I have flags, and I quiz the kids. Okay, tell me where it's from, Africa, Europe, and everywhere. So kids very much, and they respect me because I am coming from somewhere else. I
Right,
speak.
I see.
I don't speak their language. I speak their language, but I have different accent.
Right.
So they do know that they are not the only people. There are more than, you know.
Right. Do you monitor your students? I mean, when they graduate from your school, where do they go?
Yes, they all, you know, I
You
still have.
one who's doing PhD.
Right, yeah, well, she was my mentor, so she is doing PhD in, I think this end of this year she'll be finished. And but I have the young children who are grown. They are now, even, you know, my own grandchildren came to my center, and they are finishing their school and going on, and, you know, to college. And these children are very dear to me. They all come, they respect.
You're not talking about your grandchildren?
No, I'm not talking about the grandchildren. I'm talking about all the students, my students. And they have, and you know, another thing that where we are coming, we have respects.
Right.
From anybody elderly comes, we stand up, we give them respect. We bend over to do, you know, salam.
True.
Those things I still do because that's part of my life. And the children are learning, and the parents are very, very, you know, they're pleased to see that. Because we're lacking, these kind of things are lacking now.
That's what I meant when I said integration, not assimilation.
Right.
Not leaving our culture and traditions and norms.
Yeah, no, we are not leaving our culture. We are, and yeah, as you said, we are integrating in that society, and it's all good. It's a good thing, because if we are respecting each other, that's why our children are learning, and society is going to be better. And
America is a melting pot. All the cultures are there.
True, yeah. They all the cultures come from.
Now, do you think, I mean, that we have Bangladeshi professionals in America? Do you think, how long will it take? I mean, I know that people are going into politics, and it is necessary to go into politics to make your voice heard. And like we have here, see, we have now 3 MPs.
Right.
And our representative is also in the House of Lords, see. So you got to get into the Senate, you got to get into the House of Representatives.
Yes. You know, I know, especially the younger generation who came, you know, who was born and raised there. They're all coming into politics and business, and there are a lot of impact in the society. Now, you know, before we used to tell them about the name, you know, whose name is, you know, Firoza name is something strange. Now everybody, is coming from somewhere else, but now the name is, everybody knows the name, you know, Firoza, Neaz, you know, all those names are popular in that society, the whole society.
How successful do you think the Bangladeshi community is in your part of United States?
Oh, it's success. It's a big success, I would say. They, you know, we have like the mosque, the community center, that you can see by looking at that how much money they are pouring.
Right.
And we have a lot of mentoring they are doing for young students. We have youth group who get together, you know, during the holidays. And mashallah, they are doing very well, and I'm really pleased to see that.
Thank you, Firoza, for being with us and making time for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We have come to the conclusion of this program today, and it was a pleasure having you. Thank you, viewers, for being with us, and I hope that you have enjoyed the show as much as we have today. It was a Ladies' Day, as I said before, and it is nice to see that Bangladeshis, everywhere wherever they go, they are flying the flag and trying to contribute in whatever way, whichever way they can, though living far away from their own country. Thank you for being with us. Same channel, same time, next week, with a different guest. We'll meet again. Thank you.